And find.
All right, can I do it the San Francisco online?
No, none of. Well, it takes a little bit of time to pull them all
All right,
together.
so
I have to
nothing.
go in, but because to do these live, it takes to build these reports out. It takes
You probably have a bit of
20 minutes,
of
30 minutes.
energy.
That's a bit of a time.
You probably have a lot of data to crunch.
That's exactly right. So, but we can come in and find, for instance, what are the most socially connected people in San Francisco interested in, and we can tell you all the products and the services and the people
You just
that they
take
know.
the whole city.
We can take
or
the
a block?
location and the region.
Well, you take how close in terms of location can you get?
I can get as close as the people put on their profiles. So if it's San Francisco, it's San Francisco.
Okay.
We don't necessarily have their their address.
But not everybody lives in the place that they say their profile is.
Well,
at.
it's a state then.
It's a state. So
but typically major metropolitan areas are.
do you find that because depending on Facebook data that there's some limitations to like not everybody's on Facebook yet, or not? You have Twitter in there at all?
Yeah, Twitter's on here now. We've already indexed it and we're integrating the data now.
Okay.
Most people have LinkedIn, for instance. I showed you, for instance, the Susan Bratton example where we can take LinkedIn data.
Yeah, we got the LinkedIn.
And you can bring in the LinkedIn information. We've got Devo, we've got Twitter, we've got MySpace. For instance, with MySpace, if you're not on there, you can come over here, and we've got access to the same type of information on MySpace. I'm not sure what's in your test account.
Who programs this, by the way? Is Chase doing a lot of this, or do they have other?
Well, Chase, we've got a whole team of developers. We're venture funded as well, so we do have a team of people in Texas that focus on everything from indexing, collecting, and managing.
So you're breaking down this by age, so these people that you found by age, number of friends,
sex, if they drink, if they smoke, marital status.
And you can tell that by the profile?
Yeah, so within MySpace it's different. The information we collect from every social network is completely different.
Different, okay.
So the data that we have for MySpace maps a little bit better to this particular look. So I can come in here, for instance, if I'm looking for the people that are 18 to 21 that have, let's say, lots of friends, that are males, they drink, and they're they've graduated from college, we can go ahead and do that. Of course, we can do it by location as well, add that additionally.
Let's add a location like San Francisco. Let's just see exactly how granular we could get. Well, you got Brooklyn there. Let's put them in. Oh, it's only 12.
You get two people in Brooklyn here. So we can go ahead and do that, though.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see. Well,
so whatever list that we have, I'm not sure where this list came from. It's a quote-unquote test list, so it's
may not even be a real people, right? It'll show me the people?
Yep. And now I can go ahead and just...
where are they?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Two public, two friends. I'm not sure why it's not popping up.
Oh,
it's
it's
probably
okay.
too small. But anyways.
That's cool. I'm just trying to understand how I would use it if I was to use it.
Well, it depends on what are you working on?
Well, at Monster, I'm not really doing any of this there, but in terms of writing an article about, let's say, a small business, how do I find potential people? Now, these people aren't a house list, right? They're people that...
No, this is all aggregated together.
So this is aggregated.
It's live data, too, so we're constantly enriching and refreshing and adding data. The people are adding friends, they're adding different
So if I didn't have a house list, I could go out and find the people locally that I might want to contact.
You want to find all the people, for instance, that like Adobe, you can just type in, or the people that are that are Web 3.0 people, or
well, let's see the Web 3.0 people.
They might not be. Let's just see.
You got anything there?
They might be Web 2.0.
All right. Got any Web 3.0 is a new term, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's actually Web 4.0 now. But
so we didn't have any there, but we bet you we can find 2.0.
Yeah, well, 2.0 is pretty common, right? Do you have any tie-in, you think, of this with search?
Maybe we're just spelling it wrong. In terms of search, no. We work with companies in the social listing space that bring in data. So Web 2.0, here we go. So we got 5,000 people here.
So these are the places these are the events that they went to, right?
Well, they're brands, so they're actually the events, and then the groups are over here.
Okay.
So we can come in, for instance, if you click on this will show you the Web 2.0 Expo. and here's the page for the Web 2.0 Expo. So people that belong to this clearly are into Web 2.0. And there's a lot of information about that. So we've indexed all the fans of this particular page, so we can give you an affinity analysis of all the people that like this particular page.
Did you find, by the way, that because you had people that use this product and said that because they used it, their marketing got like a lot better?
Absolutely. We've got some fantastic test cases around our product. From everywhere from email marketing, for instance. If you come back to this example, for instance, where you come in here, we can take an email marketing list, map it against our system, find all of their profile data, and then what we can do is we can start to enrich the marketing list. We're not saying you have to go out and reach out to everybody in the social world, but you can use the social graph data, the social analysis, or the social intelligence that we've provided. And what you can do is you can actually use the affinity information as well as the top connected information in order to be able to market to people better. So these people here have 64 friends that are fans of Gatorade. They're heavily connected. They've got lots of friends. They've got lots of friends that like the brand as well. If I was to send him a traditional email marketing page, I would most likely want to go ahead and put a special offer for these people that are super connected around the Gatorade brand and have lots of friends that are connected around the Gatorade brand.
Oh, okay. So I see. So in other words, it's really going to be based on their social graph. You're going to give them a different offer.
You're going to give them a different offer. And let's say, for instance, you're Macy's, right? Macy's might come over here and figure out that we might, put different products and services and offer different products and services to these groups. So, for instance, like L'Oreal, we can index. Let's say this was like Macy's, a Macy's list that they brought in. We can come in and index and tell you what each individual in your marketing list actually likes as a brand. We know people like Hugo Boss, or we know people like Kate Spade, or we know people like this product and that product. So it's actually something that can be very powerful from a marketing perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, actually. I mean, I would say. I'll be curious to use it at some point.
Absolutely.
The live stuff, and I just want to get your name again.
Brian Killen.
Brian, yeah, Brian. I mean, I'll put it up on my blog. I don't know what I can guarantee what Entrepreneur will publish. I just had another article published today.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I gave you guys a lot of good press in the first one.
Yeah.